In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, we thank Allah for His intervention in our affairs in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, for raising up from among us the black man and woman in America, His messenger Messiah, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. We thank them both for a divinely guided leader, teacher, and warner in our midst, one born for this hour of judgment, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Assalamu alaikum, and peace be unto you. My dear brothers and sisters, I am Student Minister Ava Muhammad, official national spokesperson for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. It is an extreme privilege and honor to speak to you this evening, April 3rd, 2020. Welcome to this course of study, Self-Improvement, the Basis for Community Development, from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. To those of you who may be unfamiliar with this course, you may access his letter of introduction by visiting study.noi.org. That's study.noi.org. Over the next few minutes, I will share some brief words of guidance and instruction for tonight's class that hopefully will help you get the most benefit from in-home study. I cannot go any further, however, without recognizing the time we are in. Many years ago, in his monumental book, The Fall of America, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote these words, quote, "The destruction and fall of the world we have known is now, without a doubt, in process. America is falling. She is now losing the power and authority that she was enjoying in foreign lands. Her fall is very visible. The black man who was once a slave in America, you have a way of escape. The way out is not on your own terms. It is on the condition that you submit to Allah God and come follow me." Who would have thought the big power America would suffer such disgrace in this day and time? This is to teach you and me, black brother, that the great power America is become weak and she is falling. I say, black brother, join on to your own kind. Come follow me, for the world that you and I have known will soon be known no more. Beloved, how do we get through this fall of America? If the world we have known will soon be known no more, how do we prepare then for a new world coming in that we have never known? As we go about ensuring our physical survival with masks and gloves and food and water, all of these are essential. But we had better ensure our mental and emotional survival. And that can only happen with spiritual survival. You are in the right place to do exactly that. This course of study, designed on the guidance of Allah God, has been given to us through the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to produce self-examination, self-analysis, and self-correction. This course quickens in each of us the self-accusing spirit to bring about the moral awakening that leads to our resurrection. Engagement in this process will bring about a transformation or complete change in our lives. So tonight, we are on Study Guide 15. It is entitled beautifully, The Characteristic of Humility. The characteristic of humility. What is humility really? Why does it matter so much in this hour? We read last week that humility is that quality or characteristic of the heart that causes one to see oneself in true perspective. It is the opposite of pride. Pride is a disease of the heart that causes one to see oneself totally out of focus. And humility, beloved, is not inferiority. At a time when we are all undergoing the trial of confinement, and our confinement may become even more restricted, but right now, even now, we are facing extremely limited movement, limited options, and our relationship with those we share living quarters with is now front and center. And how the type of experience we are having in those relationships starts with our own self-perception, our self-perspective, and our self-perception. If we see ourselves bigger than we are going to make fatal mistakes in dealing with people and in dealing with the Creator Himself. Allah is forcing humility on America because she suffers from the disease of pride. So our goal, beloved, is to acquire humility on our own through our own efforts, so Allah will not have to force it upon us. As I close, to let you get to your study, I want to remind you of a powerful and wonderful lesson from study guide number 6, Building the Will. These words from Minister Farrakhan will strengthen you and help you focus on your own self-development. It will also inspire you. He wrote, quote, Allah, God, has ordained for every single one of us a sphere of capacity. Within that sphere, He has already provided us the means or ways by which each of us attains to our goal of perfection in that which He has given us. Now that is awesome. He is telling us, beloved, every single one of us, without exception, we were born to attain perfection in something, and He has already given us the way to attain it. But you and I are looking far and wide for it, while it is right here within our sphere. S-P-H-E-R-E, sphere. What is a sphere? It is an area of interest, activity, or expertise distinguished and unified by a particular characteristic. We are each enclosed in a sphere, a rounded form that is unseen, but it is not unreal. So enjoy your discussion tonight, question 2, and then the assigned paragraphs of reading. If you have no one in your abode to talk with, then call 1 or 2 people who are in the course and discuss the material with one another. Now, don't get off track. Stay within the sphere of the guidance from our teacher and leader, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Do not take on mixed instructions or mixed material. And you can find everything you need for this course by visiting study.noi.org. Study.noi.org. And don't forget your digital edition of the Final Call newspaper. Go to finalcalldigital.com so you can have your final call right in your tablet or phone, particularly during this trying time. Thank you for listening, and may Allah bless you and I with the light of understanding and love and peace. Assalamu alaikum.